it opens up new desires that must be met, horizons to move towards, peculiar problems to be tackled. There is less talk of grassroots development and more talk on state-of-the-art provisions. Take education, for instance. Education institutions have long been associated with the ancient city, from which arose today's great-grandparents with amazing levels of literacy. Commerce has lured migrant workers into Lokoja, and with them have come the need to cultivate schooling environment, which has given rise to the large number of private schools spread throughout Lokoja like many other capital cities. Education is available for those who can afford the private ones. Lokoja administration cannot take credit for it directly. Instead, it is challenged to beef up public education.
In Lokoja local government area, we want to give glory to Almighty God because we had early contact with the white people, so to say, because you know the privilege and position Lokoja has been, from years, and so we were lucky to have had that early contact. So our great grandparents had Western education, so it is not just beginning now. So it was just clear that we too must follow suit, and we thank God our parents also put us in school, and we're where we are today. We are also doing our best in ensuring that the ones coming behind us too don't miss that opportunity. They too go to school so that wherever we live, they can continue. So in Lokoja local government, we will not say it is completely okay yet. We still have a lot to do because in Lokoja local government does not end in Lokoja town alone. We have Lokoja 2, and even in Lokoja town, we still have problems because the population of our kids, they're there, and then the resources are not adequate enough to accommodate all of them. So we're also thinking, we intend to take it up at our FNGPC very soon, with a view to seeing how we can mop up those that are likely to be displaced, particularly from the Bishop Crowder issue that is going on now.
As a result, schools under the control of the local government education authority are springing up in wards across Lokoja like Budon and Karara to ensure today's children are as literate as their great-grandparents. Constructing school building is one thing. Getting students into classes and making them stay is another.
As the local government, since I came in, we have tried to improve on the facilities, particularly as regards classrooms. This administration has the first project it did was the construction of a classroom. That is to underscore the importance that this administration is attaching to our education. You see, we built that in Karara and in Buda. I did not even say because my constituency in Lokoja 1, but because those areas are much more in their need. So we had to ensure that we took those facilities to them.
Lokoja local government is faced with the bustling characteristics of capital cities, as well as the same measure of hard times. To cushion this reality, it provides scholarship for students in hope that financial constraints will not become one of the causes of dropouts.
We find it very difficult to stay in the class because there is much heat. So we make it inconvenient for us.
So what do you want the local government to do?
I want them to bring lights that we have all these fans that we are doing, or AC, all those things that make it very good for us.
Alright. As a science student, you have a laboratory here. Do you?
We have.
Okay, so how has it been?
Yeah, the laboratory is very somehow partial, not too well. The equipment are not well doing, so just partial.
So you want more equipment?
Need more. Yeah.
The environment is partially conducive because we have high level of sunlight in this much, very high in terms of learning. I want them to assist our youth by doing still school for us so that it will be fun all the same time.
Well, with the insertion of the present administration, the LGA has been trying its best, especially in terms of education. He put us so many structures, especially here and other places too. In terms of welfare, he has been up to his petition by prompt payment of salary and other science equipment, because in our laboratory there is supply some scientific and science equipment which we are carrying out some practicals in the school here. I think he has been well.
The education program extends beyond school-age children. Adults need schooling too, or rather a mix of schooling and vocational training. This is one center of continuing education for adults. Apart from book work, training is emphasized. The women are split finely into primaries 1 to 6 and junior secondary 1 to 3 to learn skills that can make the difference between going hungry and being resourceful. Skills like knitting, tailoring.
We started with Kararambuda, and then we now came to adult and non-formal education, because when I went there on my familiarization tour, as soon as I came in, I gave them a promise, because I saw them in dilapidated kind of condition there, and I felt deeply touched, and I gave them my word that by the grace of God we will build a fitting classroom there for them, which that has been done. Thank God that has been done.
The center has run unstopped since it started in the year 2000, but only now has a promise for more facilities been redeemed. Odogu Abdul Karim is the center's principal.
In Adult Education Center, we have various training courses. We have tailoring, knitting, then we have primary 1 to 6.
Okay.
Then we also have JSS 1 to SS3, which many of my products, some of them are Kogi Poly, National Poly, and so on.
Right now.
And so forth, right now. And in fact, we were happy with the coming of the chairman, because when he came in on board, this is his first place of visit. And while we are happy, he met some of the learners in the class seriously sweating, and he pledged that he's going to build 2 classrooms for the school, which he fulfilled the promise. And we pray that God will guide him so that he will be able to give us more of these buildings.
The adult education is started in my own ward, that's Ward B, particularly Ward B, which presently it's about to be commissioned. And from all indication, there is even forces from my people from Ward B that they want that class that they should introduce new nursery school and primary school there, because if you look at our traditional